All right, everybody, welcome to a new episode of being in Gru, and we got an actor who's in video game Call of Duty Black Ops, right? Isn't that the name
Yeah,
of it?
yeah.
Okay, sweet. So have have you always loved playing games your whole life? Like what are some games you really like playing video games?
Man, I started out playing video games. I mean, I don't know how old you are. I'm probably older than you, but I played Frogger, right? I don't know if you remember
Yeah,
Frogger
of
from
course I
Atari
remember
back.
that.
So Frogger was my first entry to video games, and I fell in love. Like I'd stay up all night trying to get across that damn road. And just as the graphics grew, when Nintendo came out, I was Super Mario Brothers, and then Mike Tyson's Punch Out. And
Mm.
always as a kid, I just wanted to be in a video game. And when I got older, I played Madden, because I played college football. So Madden was my thing. And then I got into a little bit of first-person shooters, with Call of Duty. I started playing Call of Duty World War II. That was my entry
Oh,
into the first,
nice. It's a good
right?
game.
Yeah, right. And then life came, and I got kids, and I have a kid and work, and so I just stopped playing because I used to get consumed with video games. But I've always had a love for it, and just wanted to be a character in a video game. And so now this is a dream come true.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, now when you actually play the game or know someone who plays the game and you see your character, like see you on the game actually talking and acting and doing action and fighting, like how does that feel to see yourself in a video game?
Oh man, it's real Rocky. Like I'm serious. Like it's crazy. People send me videos and pictures of them playing as me and and it's me like killing people and stabbing people. And I would never do that. You know what I mean? But it's like crazy to see like it in this game. I'm cool with it in the fantasy world. If that's what they want to do. They want to have me doing that. It's dope. But it's crazy to see you doing these violent moves that you would never do in life. But it's really dope to see, man. I'm so excited to see how many fans are so in love with this game and this character. It's really cool, and yeah, it never gets old. It's always fun. Every time somebody sends me a message of them playing as me, I share it and try to engage with the fans as much as I can because they're taking part in my dream, and without them, there would be no character for me to play.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
very true. So for someone who hasn't seen the game yet or played the game, can
What the hell
you?
are you doing? You haven't played the game yet?
Well, now
What
I'm
are we
talking about
doing?
someone else. I said
Oh,
someone
okay.
hasn't. I said,
All right.
someone isn't big on video games if they haven't played any of the Call of Duty games, like this current game. Can you tell us about it and who you play as Sims?
Yeah. Well, Call of Duty, the Call of Duty Cold War is basically what it's set in. It's set in Cold War. It's Black Ops. So
Mm-hmm.
these are undercover, covert missions that happened. And, they really get a lot realistic and they really did their homework and dug into history. Hell, we got Ronald Reagan speaking in part of the campaign, and these are intelligence officers who go deep into, Russia. They're in, hell, I think they're in Germany. They're all over the place, man. And they're going in. We're in Vietnam. Like
Yeah.
my main part is me being in Vietnam and going in there and just digging in and trying to uncover some truths, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big part of it. The Cold War, from Vietnam to through the Cold War, and I play Sergeant Lawrence Sims. I come from a military family, born in Virginia. I joined the Army, and after 2 years, I wound up in the CIA, and then I disappear, and then I show up in Vietnam as a close friend of Russell Adler, who is our mission team leader, and we get into a lot of shit, and we're out there trying to save the world, basically.
And having a little fun too, fighting
Yeah,
and blowing up stuff and killing things and
yeah.
uh, I, like how like I'm dying to notice like how how do you act in a game? Like how does that all happen? Like what goes into being an actor in a video game?
Well, man, it's like it's different from like television and film. I mean, it's kind of like
Hmm.
television film, but it's hyper, just more specific, right? Because
Yeah.
they've got a million cameras catching every inch of movement that you make, right? So your face, they've got your fingers, they got your toes, they've got your walk, they've got everything that's being filmed. And you've kind of just got to be in it. You've got to immerse yourself in this, know that you're always on. You know, when you're shooting a television show or a movie, you walk off camera, that's it. Or if
Well,
they're
yeah.
shooting a different angle, you might not be in the scene, so you don't have to work right there. But whenever they're shooting video games, if you're in a scene, you're never out of the scene. Every camera's watching, so you're always on from start, from action to cut. You're working the entire time. There's never a moment off when you're in that scene. So it's a different muscle because, as film and TV actors, when if the camera's not on you, you're chilling, right?
Well,
You might not
yeah,
even be there to
exactly.
read for the other actor. You might be in your trailer. But when you're on a video game set and you're in a scene, you're working the entire time. And if somebody messes up, flubs a line, you start over, you're there the whole day working again. It's just going, going, going. And luckily, Call of Duty Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War has the best actors ever in a video game because these
Okay.
cats didn't skip a beat. They were so professional, so dope. I mean, we've got so many one take scenes where
Really?
everybody
Wow.
came and brought their A game, and there was we just didn't waste any time. It was really dope.
Man, that's
Yeah.
really that's a very long day. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's work. It's work.
Yeah. Wow. Out, um, out of being in the game, like what do you think is your best scene or your most fun scene you shot for the game?
Uh, the most fun I had working on the game was probably there's things that in the acting world and film and television just called walk and talks. And if you'll
Okay.
watch, like, usually you'll see it in a hospital drama or something, right, where the doctor and the nurse or the doctor and a patient are walking down the hall and they're speaking, or two doctors are walking down the hall and they're talking about the procedure they're going to do and maybe what they had for dinner and how they're pissed off at the next person, right? And so I have a couple walk and talks in the game. One with Lazar, who's played by Damon Dayoub, who's my boy. And we
Nice.
have a dope walk and talk where I'm talking about guns, he's talking about eating. And it's just a cool, you see two people talking about different shit, but getting to the same point of conclusion, right? And then
Yeah.
I have one with Adler that didn't make it into the game, but it was so fun to shoot this thing talking with him because he was my best friend in the game. And
Okay.
yeah, those are my favorites. And then the Vietnam, the fractured jaw was dope. We didn't shoot that on stage, but I did that in the voiceover booth.
Nice. Now, how did you watch any films or play any games? Like how did you get your mindset to play this role of Sims for the Call of Duty game?
Well, I basically watched a lot of like military films, Apocalypse Now, Full
Hmm.
Metal Jacket, Dead Presidents. I wanted to just check out and see how soldiers are. I watched a lot of documentaries, right, on
Okay.
Vietnam, and just wanted to watch and see. I tried to watch some Vietnam docs from a black soldier's point of view to see how
Hmm.
they fit the world and how they reacted to things. And that was it for me as far as study. I didn't watch any other video games or any Call of Duties because
Gotcha.
I wanted to bring my own essence to it, my own thought. I didn't want to play an idea. I wanted to just do what I do. And so that's what it was. I was able to bring my authentic self. And if you listen to the game and you hear the game, the way that Sims talks, this is me, and I just wanted to bring that to it.
Nice. Nice. Are there any cool funny stories that happen behind the scenes, like when the camera stopped rolling, like anything that stands out to you the most?
Oh man. So we went to Wisconsin where Raven Studios is. Raven and
Hmm.
Treyarch make the game. Activision is the distributor and maker of the game, but Raven and Treyarch are the two production houses that kind of come up with all the storylines and the graphics and all that stuff, right? And so Raven is in Madison, Wisconsin. So they flew us out there, me and a couple other characters, to do some weapons training, right? With guns, with fake guns in their studio. And so we're out there, we're all just hanging out, having a good time. And we go out to dinner one night with some of the production team, and the guy who plays Woods, Damon Allen, he disappears for a second. We're inside the bar eating, we're drinking beer, and we're just hanging out, and he disappears. And then he comes in, and he's got a bag of cheese. And we were like, yo, where'd you get this cheese? He's like, oh, this guy was selling this in his trunk outside. I was like, you just bought trunk cheese? He bought trunk cheese, brings it into the bar. And so we're eating trunk cheese and crackers and drinking beer at the bar in Wisconsin. And it was just dope, man. It was a good time, but oh, hilarious. We still give him shit about it to this day. It was so funny.
Oh my God, that is a fun story.
Yeah, man.
When you were talking about like old games you used to play, one of the games is Mike Tyson's game, the fighting game, and I was reading somewhere that you have a story about seeing Mike Tyson in a bar.
Oh, man. Yeah, man. This is the first time I saw. So that was the first time I ever saw Mike Tyson, right? And I was in a club in Los Angeles, and this was Mike Tyson right after he got the face tattoo, right? So he just got the face tattoo, and everybody was like, "Whoa, this dude!" We already thought he was like out there, but then when he got the face tattoo, you're like, "Oh, he's out there." So we're at this club and we're dancing and everything, and I'm dancing with this girl, and I remember like dancing, and I'm trying to like make sure I'm dancing like really close like this because I don't want to hit Mike because he's right
exactly.
by us. I didn't want to bump into him and then wake up in an ER room, right? So I'm sitting there like everybody's dancing like this, like the tightest anybody's ever danced in their life because we're all afraid of bumping into Mike Tyson.
Oh my
It was
God.
the funniest thing, man.
Oh
crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. But dope to be there. See Mike, man. Dope.
And I wanted you also do the voice work for a horror video game, the Walking Dead, and it says you do more than one voice for the game, right?
Yeah. I can't even remember. I know one of the characters' name is it's for the Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, and it's their virtual reality game. And I play Davon, and there's somebody else that I play. I play two different characters, and that was dope. It was a few days of work where I show up in the studio and I'm just reading and reacting and acting like I'm getting chased by zombies. And yeah, man, it was pretty dope. It was really, really cool, man. Really good deal.
Oh wow, that I would love to do something like that because I love horror, so that would be like
yeah.
And what's the Valley for Change?
The Valley of Change is my nonprofit organization that started up around the civil unrest behind the murders of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor during this summer in America.
Okay.
It was a protest organization that just started as people going out and holding some signs and standing up for what we believe in. And now it's turned into a community outreach organization where we're feeding the homeless. We're trying to house the homeless. We're working with, schools to educate kids on just Black Lives Mattering and just society in general, how we can improve society as a whole for everybody. So we've been doing successful. It's been great. And we just keep on growing.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Where can someone find is it a site that you could go to, or is it on social media and all that?
You can go to our website, thevalleyofchange.org, or hit our social media. It's at The Valley of Change, all one word. Love to have people show up, and we're not there to just, if you have a different opinion, come talk to us about it. We want to hear. We want to try to make everybody better. Let's get some education, and let's get on one page. Let's make America great. Let's really do it.
Definitely. I mean, this world is crazy now.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So we got to come together.
I know exactly. And you also run a sports podcast too?
I was we're on hiatus. It was called Brothers on Football. And right now we're on hiatus. We'll see if it comes back. It was really fun to work with some of these guys and talk sports because I love it. I played football until I was 21 years old, and I still am an avid football and basketball fan. But yeah, I used to run that podcast, and now we're kind of on a little break. But you know, well, we'll see. If it comes back, it comes back. If it doesn't, I might move on to something else.
Okay.
But Joe, Rocky,
yes,
I got to get out of here, man.
okay.
You want to wrap it up, or
Yes.
you want to?
Yes.
Cool.
Is there anything coming up you want to plug, or like?
Man, I got some things I can't really I can't talk about, but
yes.
keep watching for Reggie Watkins, and you know, you'll see some good stuff coming. We got some things in the works.
Sweet. And last question is, where can fans find you at? With your pages?
Hit up my Instagram. It's at Coach with Reg, and my Twitter at Reggie Watkins Jr. And now I'm on Clubhouse too, which I love Clubhouse. Clubhouse at Reggie Watkins Jr. We can get on there and talk all kind of stuff. It's fantastic. So connect with me. I love talking to people. I love talking to the fans. Let's do it.
Yeah, definitely. All right, buddy. Thank you. It was great. It was great talking to you. Video game is amazing. Thank you.
Yo, thank you, Rocky. Keep up the good work, man, and continued success to you, brother.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Peace out.
Peace.